The average used car now sits at a painful $28,400, and right now, thousands of buyers are about to flush that money down the drain on vehicles that look decent on the lot but turn into financial nightmares on the road. These aren't just mediocre rides, they're stealthy money pits wrapped in shiny marketing and empty promises. We've gone deep into real owner horror stories, mechanic repair logs, NHTSA complaints, and long-term reliability data to expose the truth. Stick with me until the end because the number one vehicle on this list is a massively popular SUV that's quietly destroying more bank accounts than most people realize. You do not want to get burned on this one. Starting at number 17 is the Nissan Frontier. On paper, it looks like a no-frills, tough-as-nails pickup built for real work. In reality, especially the 2018 to 2021 models, it's been one long headache for owners who expected modern capability. The steering feels vague and unpredictable, hit a pothole mid-turn, and the rear end can step out in ways that make you question your life choices. This might have been acceptable in an old farm truck, but not when you're dropping serious cash today. Tech is basically non-existent. No Apple CarPlay, no Android Auto, just a lonely USB port that only charges your phone. The cabin feels decades old, hard plastics, outdated design, and zero refinement. Fuel economy, around 19 mpg combined with four-wheel drive. The Pro 4X package adds some off-road bling and a locking rear diff, but underneath it's still that same rough. Next up at number 16 is the Jaguar F-Pace. It makes a stunning first impression, sleek British styling, muscular stance, and that premium badge that turns heads. But once the honeymoon phase ends, the problems pile up fast, especially in the 2016-2020 models. For a vehicle starting north of $55,000, the electrical gremlins, transmission hiccups, and oil leaks feel like betrayal. The infotainment system loves to freeze, the stop-start system acts possessed, and in summer heat the steering wheel can literally start oozing adhesive. Add constant squeaks, rattles, and a below-average J.D. Power reliability score. Number 15 is the Jeep Wrangler. Jeep basically invented the idea of a go-anywhere SUV, and the Wrangler still dominates trails. But the third-generation models from 2007 to 2018 traded capability for constant breakdowns. Engine failures, electrical issues, brake problems, and steering that feels more like a suggestion than control became the norm. The 2017 models brought the infamous death wobble, while 2018 earned 12 recalls, over 1,500 complaints, and multiple federal investigations. The ride is punishing on anything but perfect pavement, seats are rock hard, and the cabin feels surprisingly cramped for such a big-looking vehicle. Suspension repairs get expensive fast, and only about 25% of owners believe their Wrangler will reach 200,000 miles. Coming in at number 14 is the Volkswagen Jetta. Many people still trust German engineering to deliver bulletproof quality. The 2019 Jetta quickly proves that assumption wrong. Consumer Reports gave it a humiliating 1-out reliability score, ranking it dead last in its class. The transmission is the biggest offender. Owners report grinding noises in both normal and eco modes, with dealers often dismissing it as normal behavior. Body hardware feels loose, panels rattle, and window regulators fail so often that replacing them becomes routine at $200+ per window before labor. It may look sharp and sip fuel decently. At number 13, we have the Nissan Rogue. With more than 550 NHTSA complaints, this once popular compact SUV has left a trail of frustrated owners. The continuously variable transmission, CVT, is hypersensitive, miss a fluid service, or use the wrong fluid and you're staring at a $3,500 to $8,000 replacement. Suspension components make popping and shuddering sounds, while electrical issues plague door locks, mirrors, wipers, and the rear defroster. Some examples burn excessive oil or even blow head gaskets. Number 12 is the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. Consumer Reports ranks the 2017 Pacifica Hybrid near the bottom of the entire industry for reliability. Chrysler technicians have openly struggled with its complex hybrid system, leaving owners stranded. Multiple recalls hit the powertrain, with reports of battery failures and even fires in some cases. The transmission shifts roughly, makes strange noises, and can lurch violently. A critical suspension defect involving the lower control arm bolt can cause detachment. That's not a minor annoyance, it's a potential safety disaster. Sitting in the 11th place is the Ford Bronco Sport. The 2021 model arrived with serious hype and rugged looks, but reliability issues surfaced fast. Rear differentials have failed under 40,000 miles for some owners. There was a fuel injector recall tied to potential engine fires, brakes that screech loudly in reverse when cold, and engines that shudder and lurch at low speeds. The rear suspension received its own recall for loose or missing bolts. Another large recall affected braking performance across 115,000 Broncos and Escapes. Poor parts availability. In the 10th spot, we have the Rivian R1T. Only a few model years exist so far, 2022 through 2024, and the debut 2022 version had major teething problems. Consumer Reports gave it below-average dependability marks. One owner faced a $40,000 plus repair bill after a minor fender bender due to expensive body panels and construction. While it looks incredible and drives with real personality, big repairs hit hard and fast on these early electric trucks. Routine service might stay reasonable, but any major issue can become an expensive surprise. At number 9, we have the Mini Cooper. With nearly 1,000 complaints and repeated recalls, the Mini has earned its reputation for drama. RepairPal ranks the brand near the bottom. Timing chain rattles and transmission issues plague many examples, especially around the 2012 model year. The low ride height means even minor parking scrapes can damage plastic radiator supports and coolant lines. Annual repair costs average around $850, with owners visiting shops more frequently than most compact cars. Fun to drive when it works. Number 8 is the BMW X5. The 2020 and 2021 X5 models are best admired from afar. The 2020 suffered serious brake assist problems that increased stopping distances. The 2021's mild hybrid system introduced new headaches, including fuel leaks and camera failures. Visibility is compromised by small mirrors and thick pillars, while electrical, powertrain, and engine gremlins appeared across both years. 12 recalls and dozens of complaints tell the real story. Number 7 is the Range Rover Sport. It looks like pure luxury on wheels, stunning design, powerful engines including a 530 HP V8 and a cabin that screams prestige. But reliability data paints a darker picture. One study scored the 2018 model just 34.6 out of 100. Average repairs run around $2,900, with some engine failures costing nearly $39,000. Air suspension sags, sunroofs leak, drivetrains clunk, and the infotainment crashes regularly. It delivers an amazing driving experience when everything works. At number 6 is the GMC Sierra 1500. On the surface, it looks like a capable, stylish, full-size truck. The 2014-2019 models, however, hide a minefield of slipping transmissions, engine issues, electronic glitches, and steering failures. Recalls covered brake problems and fire-prone engine block heaters. Fuel economy hovers around 17 mpg, insurance is high, and repairs add up fast. The related Silverado 1500 consistently outperforms it in reliability. If this list is opening your eyes, hit that like button and subscribe. We deliver straight-talking car intelligence that saves you thousands and turns you into a smarter buyer. Taking the 5th spot is the Mitsubishi Mirage. A car that gets discontinued twice sends a clear message. The 2018 model stands out for misaligned doors, faulty hinges, electrical failures, and brake complaints. Some owners discovered airbag sensors that might not work in a crash. The 3-cylinder engine feels underpowered and vibrates constantly. Crash test scores were disappointing, the cabin feels cheap, and the ride is harsh. Mitsubishi pulled the plug entirely after 2024. Number 4 is the Fiat 500L. Quirky looks and a low price tag hide serious long-term pain. 2014-2017 models suffer from engine stalling, transmission failures, and multiple recalls involving airbags, fuel leaks, and suspension. Depreciation is brutal, some owners lost half the value in 3 years. The cabin is cramped, safety features are sparse, and fuel economy is mediocre. Fiat exited the segment in 2021 for good reason. Number 3 is the Buick Encore. It looks premium and practical in the city, but problems surface quickly. The 2015 model year drew heavy complaints about engines, brakes, airbags, transmission, AC, and electronics. The 1.4L turbo feels sluggish for highway merging, the infotainment is dated, and key safety tech is missing. Multiple recalls hit seat belts, airbags, and powertrain components. It ranks as one of the more disappointing American small SUVs. Number 2 is the Dodge Durango. It offers serious performance, 0-60 in under 5 seconds and towing up to 8,700 pounds. But daily ownership reveals the downsides. Fuel economy around 15 mpg hurts at the pump. Engine failures, ticking exhaust manifolds, $1,600+ to fix, and cheap-feeling interiors disappoint. Safety ratings lag, driver assists are limited, and maintenance plus poor resale value make long-term costs steep. And now it's time for the bonus bombshell. Number 1 is the Land Rover Discovery. The 2017-2020 models look refined, ride beautifully, and turn heads everywhere. But a massive survey of nearly 25,000 owners named it the most unreliable used vehicle overall. Sky-high maintenance, complex systems, and frequent failures on suspension, driveline, brakes, and electronics make ownership exhausting. Repairs are slow and expensive, beautiful on the outside, stressful on the bank account. Buying used doesn't have to mean buying trouble as long as you avoid these disasters. Drop a comment, which one surprised you most, or which car do you think we missed? If you're shopping 2025 models, check out our video on the 11 worst car brands you'll regret buying next year. Thanks for watching, drive smart, and I'll see you in the next one.